An inside scoop tonight from the Washington Post, reporting on the recent change in the words Democrats are using to push for impeachment. Quote, the shift came after the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee conducted focus groups in key House battlegrounds in recent weeks, testing messages related to impeachment. Among the questions put to participants was whether quid pro quo, extortion, or bribery was a more compelling description of Trump's conduct. According to two people familiar with the results, which circulated among Democrats this week, the focus groups found bribery to be most damning. And you're hearing that word a whole lot now. So joining us to discuss the developments, Arkansas governor and former impeachment manager himself, Asa Hutchinson. Governor, good to have you with us.
Good to be with you, Shannon.
Okay, so listen, when you take the country through this, and the Democrats have said a number of times, you have to woo and persuade the American people, or it's really so incredibly divisive to the country. Now word that they focus tested, and they know that the word that is landing the best when it comes to something that's not good for the president is the word bribery. I mean, you know messaging is important. How does this all work?
Well, it recognizes that they have to have the support of the American people, and they're trying to figure out a way to gain support for their removal efforts. It also shows that they have an objective to accomplish, which is the removal of the president. And they're focused on that end objective, and they're trying to figure out a way to get there. I think it also sets a very high bar for them. Bribery has very specific meanings in the law, and it's a high burden of proof in contrast to other offenses that they could outline that would probably not be so difficult and clear under the law. And so they clearly have an objective. They're trying to reach that objective, and I've been through this before 20 years ago, and what strikes me is the difference that then we had the Judiciary Committee that was the lead committee. We had Chairman Hyde, who was really a fair person in the conduct of the hearing. And here you have Adam Schiff, who is really the lead prosecutor, and he set himself up in that fashion, and that diminishes the fairness, and you can never get the support of the American people if you don't have a fair process.
Well, and Democrats would argue that they're making a case and they're going element by element. So today the Republicans said, okay, if you want to make it bribery, we're going to ask the former ambassador Yovanovitch about that. Here's some of her exchange with Congressman Stewart.
Do you have any information regarding the President of the United States accepting any bribes?
No.
Do you have any information regarding any criminal activity that the President of the United States has been involved with at all?
No.
That's how she answered the questions. In The Nation, under the headline about debunking the GOP's defense of the president, they say this: for bribery, you just have to show that the public official wanted a thing of value in exchange for doing his job. The transcript makes that case easily. And of course, as you noted, this is not a traditional criminal court hearing. This is impeachment, and House members, they have a lot of latitude in how this thing comes together. And they know that the word bribery is not only pulling well with people, it also is mentioned in the Constitution. Does that make their job easier?
No, I don't think it does. Now, we have to remember they are trying to lay out a case. There's nothing that I've seen that justifies impeachment. It's a serious distraction for our country that makes it difficult for us to get other things done, like voting for USMCA, the new NAFTA that's so important to states like Arkansas. But whenever you look at the case that they're laying out, they've got 8 more witnesses, and we don't know what it's going to be, but they have a heavy bar, and the first best evidence in this case is the transcript. And right before I came on, I reread that transcript, and you just can't make a case for bribery from that transcript. It has to be supported by other evidence that thus far we have not seen. We've seen diplomats who should be respected, and I've worked with them as head of the DEA and Homeland Security, very good public servants. But because they are offended, or because they believe they've been mistreated, or they disagree with the president's policy, you cannot convert that into an impeachable offense. And that right now is the path the committee seems to be going. All
right, we got to go. So I just need a yes or no from you. Do you think any Democrats will vote against these articles if we're left with what we've seen so far?
No, I think they've made up their mind.
Okay. All right, Governor, great to have you with us tonight. Thank you for lending us some expertise.
Thank you. Good to be with you.